This is Jane Gardner, and welcome to Solopreneur Success Strategies. Today is Get Your Message Out Tuesday on Solopreneur Success Strategies, and it's all about your brand and your messaging and your social media and your website. And this is all about messaging. So today we're going to be talking about social media, getting on to some of the social media platforms. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jane Gardner, and I work with my husband for the last 20 years over in Western Canada in our structural engineering firm. And I came out onto the internet about 3 years ago in order to help others start their own business. So welcome. I hope this training today you will find to be valuable. So welcome. I put this show together because I felt that a lot of people don't understand messaging in your brand. And so as well, I have Mindset Monday on Monday for Solopreneur Success Strategies for those who are new. Wednesday is called World Domination because it's all about your customer and how to get customers and how to keep them. Thursday is called Jill or Jack of all trades because it's easy for me to say and understand in that it's about the skills and knowledge you need as a solopreneur. Friday is Freebies Friday, about free software and tools. Saturday is System Saturday, where some systems you can put into your business and on the internet so that you can free up some time for yourself to grow your business. And Sunday is all about strategy. So let's get started with Get Your Message Out Today on Tuesday. We have already discussed, let's go and I'll just show you the things. And of course I showed you the wrong one. And so the brand is your promise, your commitment, and what you stand for and stand against in your business. All your messaging should reflect who you are, and it should attract your customer. It should be consistent, and it should have a unique edge to differentiate yourself from your competitors. So at the beginning, about 2 months ago, we talked about your brand and how to create your brand. And so if you feel like looking at it, you can go back to my Solopreneur Success Strategies YouTube channel and go look for them there at jgtips.com/YouTube. We just finished having a look at your website. We looked at your website messaging you should have on your homepage, on your About Us page, your Start Here page, and the blog. These are the 4 essential pages that you should have on your website, especially to connect with your customer. And then, of course, you have other pages to connect, make sure that the messaging is correct, like your frequently asked questions, your Contact Us page. Even your 404 errors should reflect who you are in your messaging and attract your potential customer. So today we're going to be looking at social media in general in terms of your social media platforms that you might want to use. Today, most businesses incorporate at least one type of social media site into their business. The most common, of course, being Facebook and Twitter. And LinkedIn is mainly used by corporate businesses, but now, of course, it's changed as more people open up their own small business and they have ways that they want to connect with others. They're using LinkedIn in terms of connecting with others. It's not just a job site network anymore. And of course, Google Plus is also becoming more well known as a place for you to go and connect with others who have the same values or messaging and create crowds of people who are interested in circles in your work. As well, there are other platforms that we'll have a look at later. But live stream video is also becoming the new way to connect with others in terms of being able to show your personality and engage people on Periscope. There is a live streaming format called Crowdcast, for example, where you can do a show. And of course, here on YouTube, you can show your videos on YouTube. You could do live stream video from YouTube, and certainly I will be doing live stream webinars from YouTube, and where people can interact with you and ask questions at the same time as you're on the video. But I'm going to just do recordings because I'm still working in my own business, for example. But the reason that you want to use social media sites, it's important because it's a tool to expose your business to a much larger audience than just if you're an off-site business just locally. And of course, if you're on the internet, it's a great way to reach people throughout the world. There's usually no cost associated for any of these social media platforms, and it's very easy to create accounts on these platforms. All it takes is your time and effort to make them work for you. But of course, you also have to be able to brand them to your messaging. So we'll be looking at that further next week. And today we're just doing a brief overview of what social media is. As a business owner, you should view social sites as a marketing vessel that you can control to a certain extent. If you use your accounts wisely, you can increase your customer awareness for your products or service. You can build your brand as long as your messaging is correct and consistent and obviously attractive to your potential customers. And you can become known as an expert in your field. For example, I am doing these videos in order to have people aware that I know what I'm talking about as an expert in home business. The whole purpose of social media sites is to allow people to share their thoughts, their likes and dislikes. You can use this to your advantage. Some simple steps are to always share other people's content. That's the easiest way, since you, as a small business entrepreneur, you don't have the time to create too much content, but also, of course, you have to post some engaging content on your own pages so that people get to know, like, and trust you. And so that they can connect with you, of course, because it's much easier to connect with you on social media, where most people are, than on your website. They have to find your website first. It's also important to come across as approachable and friendly and not just be out there to get what you want, to sell them products or services. You have to be able to engage and talk about things other than your business. So the first step in increasing your influence on social media is to start using social media on a regular basis. So the first step, of course, is complete all your profiles for your social media. Next week, we'll be showing you maybe Facebook, how to complete the profile there. But of course, before we do that, we'll discuss, well, should you be on Facebook? Who are the people on Facebook? And are you there? Is that your customer, potential customer, prospect? So before, of course, you go and decide, oh, I'm going to be on all the social media platforms, you first have to decide which ones will be best for your brand. So you want to complete all your profiles on your social sites. So next week, we will look at your Facebook profile and your brand, and we will discuss first whether or not it is someplace that you should be for your business, whether it's appropriate there. There are billions of people there, so I think most companies are probably there. And we'll also discuss what this current status of Facebook is for business. It's not as amenable as it was a year ago in terms of being able to connect with people. You have to advertise now in order to connect with people. And then we'll look quickly at how you brand your Facebook profile so that it reflects your business and your brand. So that's it for today, and I just wanted to remind you of my offer that I have of 6 days to build your own brand, which is based on what we discussed in previous episodes on how to build your own brand. You can go to jgtips.com/brand to have a look at the offer. It's all about identifying your unique benefits of your business, differentiating yourself from your competitors, identifying your core market, maybe some sub-markets you might like to have, naming your product or business, developing your brand messaging, how to measure your brand effectiveness, and reassess and refine your message. Because once you have your messaging, you can attract your ideal customer as well as other customers with your messaging on your website and on your social media and everywhere else you are. So that's it today for me. We're going to be talking about probably first, it would be whether or not you should be on Facebook, and then how to quickly put up your brand in messaging onto Facebook. So we'll start with Facebook since it's the biggest social media brand. And it being the biggest social media brand is not always the reason why you should be there. So we'll discuss that as well next week. So I am going to show off my new subscribe, comment, and like for YouTube and say goodbye for now. So please subscribe, comment, and maybe like my YouTube brand there at jgtips.com/YouTube. Although you're welcome to also comment on subscribe on my website where my video is also at. So this will be at jgtips.com what day is that? 12/13, 09/13. So hi, and see you next week.